Well, it's about 5 a.m. right now, and I had a pretty good night's sleep. Nothing came in, no type of enemy, but I heard a lot of noises. I don't know if you can hear them in the background. Howling monkeys. They're only about a foot tall or so, give or take, but they roar like they're some type of a gorilla. You can hear them for miles and miles. And just recently now I've heard some type of a cat. I'm not sure. It's up in a tree, and it has moved positions over the last hour. So I think what I'm going to do here is keep my guard up and slowly but surely pack things away and keep my eye out for that sucker. Alright, well, if I see it, I'll let you know. Well, I've decided since it's halfway decently light out now, I was going to go ahead and break down my camp. And it doesn't look like there's too much rain for the next half hour or so. So I've got my clothes up. Well, I got my camp pretty well cleaned up. I got a few things hanging out to dry because of the water that leaked off the top of the poncho, kind of rolled towards my clothes. So my pants are up to dry, my shirt's up to dry, and my mosquito net is up to dry. I already ate breakfast. Had two tangerines last night for dinner. I had a tangerine and a plum this morning for breakfast. Other than that, I have enough food to get me through until Wednesday, and today is Saturday morning. Well, let's just say I have enough food to get me through till Wednesday if I skip a couple meals. I think I have 2 bananas, a peach, and 3 apples. So I guess I better catch some fish. I do have some rice though. Just got to figure out a way to cook it. But for now, it's personal hygiene time. Always remember, personal hygiene. Your teeth and your feet. Anyways, this was a great place to sleep. I had a good time here. It's Saturday morning. I'm ready to rock. I've got about 3 clicks or 3 kilometers to go. That's about 3,000 meters. So, with that in mind, pack it up and get out of here. Come on.
I began walking fairly early to, well, as we say in the Army, beat the heat. The next leg of my movement would take me all the way to Fort San Lorenzo and the mouth of the Chagres River. While walking, I almost took the dirt road to the right, which would have led me to the water tank. That was another area we used to defend. Instead, I kept going, crossed one more bridge, and then I was there. Fort San Lorenzo.
This is the caretaker's house, and I believe here he comes. I know they told me his name up at the guard shack, but I don't remember.
During the late 16th century, King Philip II of Spain ordered Fort San Lorenzo to be built to overlook the mouth of the Rio Chagres, which was heavily used by commerce and slave ships. This entry was also the easiest route for pirates and buccaneers looking for booty, and the location of the fort provided an excellent view of any approaching ships. Between the rotting wood and the attacks by pirates, it began to deteriorate and eventually fell, helped along by the pirate and slaver Francis Drake, who set fire to it in 1596. The fort was rebuilt by the Spaniards in a slightly higher location, this time using masonry. The records for the following years are sketchy, so little information is known. But in March of 1740, the British captured Fort San Lorenzo, bombarding the fort with the ship's cannons until the Spaniards gave up. After plundering the buildings and taking what they found, the British men set fire to one of the buildings, destroyed the castle, then sailed away for Portobello. In 1761, the fort was repaired and fortified, but never again attacked by pirates. Other than being used as a prison, the fort gradually lost its importance. All that is left is what you see today, having been part of history for over 400 years.
I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to find out. I'm going inside. If you want to join me, come on. Just kidding. Come on. Well, this is filled with water. I don't know if this was possibly someplace for prisoners or storage or who knows, but it looks pretty mucky and I wouldn't want to go in there.
I ended up making good friends with the caretaker and his wife, Milo and Maria, and the rest of the party crew. In fact, I stayed the night as they insisted I was welcome to sleep in their house. Before I departed in the morning, I gave Maria half of my rice as a token of my appreciation. And before going anywhere, the party crew had a little song for me.
Para cantar, de pronto a mi pensamiento esa bella melodía.